Hello ALC family, it's Dr. Zano for our January 2017 ALC News. It's that year again, it's the new time of the year, so let's make this year count and be the best year ever. So I'm going to go over a couple dates and things we have going on this month so you could help others and help yourself, again, have the greatest year ever and improve your life in all circles, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, let's talk about the dinner. The dinner with the doc, all right? We're gonna be having it January 9th, January 16th, and January 23rd. So that's 3 dinners this month. We're gonna be having our dinner with the doc. Please invite your friends and family. We're having it at Garrido del Sol. It's a great time. If you haven't been there, let's say you went to the Macaroni Grill ones, come out to the Garrido del Sols, you'll love it. And this is a great time. All your friends, your people at work, everybody around you, see, they're not like you, meaning that you're health conscious all the time. These people are thinking about health now, like the New Year's resolutions. So this is a perfect time to get them to come to the dinner, and at least we could guide them in the right direction and not the other direction that clearly didn't get them where they needed to be in the first place. So that's that's not December 9th, that's January 9th, January 16th, and January 23rd. We'll also be having detox nights. Detox nights, my wife Whitney, Zana, will be doing those, and we have that January 9th and the 18th. That's where we're gonna start detoxing the body, especially from those holidays. Let's detox the body, but we're talking about cellular detoxification. And to follow that up, we're doing these detox nights to get you ready for February 6th. Now I know I'm talking about the next month, but February 6th, mark it on your calendar, Dr. Dan Pompa is coming to Houston to be able to do his total cellular detox talk. So he's a master at cellular detoxification, heavy metal toxicity. He goes all over the country and the world, teaches doctors all over the world. He is the guru, so to say, when it comes to true cellular detox. This is something we all need. Why? Well, number one, there's anything that interferes with the body causes disease, right? So subluxation, the damage in your spine, put pressure on the nerve, right? That interfered with brain function to the organs. That was an interference. So here, when you're getting adjusted, we're removing the interference. So that's traumatic. That's what we call trauma or physical interference. Now there's toxic interference. So what causes toxic interference? If you're taking medications, now or in the past, toxins in food, toxins in your environment. So when it comes to toxins, there's only so many things you could control, right? So I could control what I put in my mouth, what I eat, not taking medications, but you know, when you're in the shower, what's in the water? What's in the air? What have we been exposed to? So over time, these toxins attach to your cell. Now, you could have perfect nervous system function, but if those cells are congested or inflamed, those receptors and those hormones and everything the body produces, it's not gonna attach to the cell, and the cell becomes toxic on the inside because it doesn't let go of the toxins and actually starts to trigger the bad genes, the bad DNA, and it starts to have issues and problems. So if you're watching this and you're like, listen, I've been doing amazing with chiropractic, my life is totally changing, but there's those couple of things that just are hanging on, it's probably toxic cells that we gotta clean out the toxins of the cell. So we call that, right, traumatic subluxation or traumatic interference. We're taking care of that with the adjustments. Toxic interference, that's reducing the medications. Great, we're getting rid of those medications. Ladies, you're putting different stuff on your skin. You know, you're changing the things you can, and that's so good that you're replacing good stuff. You're eating better and all this stuff, but so you're limiting the new toxins you're putting in, but what are you gonna do about the old stuff? We gotta clean out the old bucket, right? So let's do that. So we'll talk about the detox night. That's February 6th, but also my wife Whitney will be doing one again, January 9th and January 18th. You're not gonna wanna miss that. Then also, don't forget, we do talks at your home. Again, right, new year, everybody's excited. They want a new year, new you. Well, I'll come to your house, or myself or the other doctors will go to your house, your work, your church, if they don't want to go to the dinner. So what we could do there, we do the same thing we do at the dinner. We'll go, we'll cater it, we'll cater food, and then we'll present for you guys. And again, it's life-changing. So again, you let me know you have 5 or more people will come to your home. You have someone at your work, your church, set that up with the front desk. My calendar is getting slammed, it's already been, so make sure they know so we could set a date for you guys, all right? And then also, let's talk about, we're gonna be closed 2 days in January. I know, listen, I hate leaving you guys. You know, I don't want to, okay, but there's certain things I have to do to better take care of you and to be able, to make a bigger impact in other people's lives. So January 20th, that's a Friday, And January 21st, that's a Saturday, I will not be here. The office will be closed the 20th and the 21st of January. I'll be going to a seminar. In fact, I'm going to a seminar with Dr. Josh Axe. You see Josh on time. He's really, a great friend of mine. He's really became huge, but I'm actually going to a seminar with him. So I'll be out that Friday and that Saturday. All right, so make sure you get your adjustments, a couple more adjustments before and after those days. Plan accordingly. And I know some of you, you're gonna show up those days because you forgot. I apologize, I take full responsibility for that, but that's why I'm telling you now, so you don't show up and I'm not there. So the 20th and 21st, that's the days of January that I will not be here and the office will be closed. So let's talk about it. Let me end this ALC News with a little bit something here. Two things I want you to do. I want you to go to 2016 and instead of thinking of the things that went wrong, I want you to start making a list of all the things that went right. So I noticed in my life, failures are so important. I get it. In fact, my entire life and career has improved because of failures. I learned from my failures, and because of learning from hard knocks and failures, I was able to then learn my lesson and then become better. But you see, learning from a failure didn't take me very long, right? You touch the stove, how long does it take you to realize not to do it again? Pretty fast. So when it came to failing in my life, the failures I had, I learned my lesson very quickly. But you know what? Learning your lesson is nice and it's good, and you try not to make that failure again. But you know what's better than failing? You ready? Winning. All right? When you win, or when you know you got something right, that gives you self-esteem and self-confidence to what? Win more. It's a great feeling. Last year I had a lot of wins, really good wins, and let me tell you, those wins felt way better than learning from those failures. So let's do this. In 2016, go back and I want you to have a grateful mind, and I want you to list out all of your wins, all the things you did right, all the things where you succeeded, and you say, hey listen, that was a win. Maybe you made your adjustments the way you're supposed to. Maybe you started eating right. Maybe you stopped drinking, or you stopped drinking coffee. Listen, little win, big win, it's a win, write it down. And when you look at that, you're gonna be motivated to say, hey listen, yeah, I might have had a bunch of crap going on last year, and I had some ups and downs, but you know what? I won a lot as well. So when you start focusing on the wins, that gets you excited. All right, and then number two, this is what I want you to do. For this entire year, I want you to get a sheet of paper blank and write down your goals, something you want to do a year from now that you would like to do, and write down those goals, a 1-year goal, or even 1 to 5 years, write that down. Then after you write it down, like the ideal scenario, write down your ideal scenario, write it down, and then ask yourself this. Here's my ideal scenario that I wrote down. It could be a 5-year goal, 10-year goal, your ideal scenario, what you would like your life to be like. And then I want you to look at your life right now, how everything is going, and ask yourself, are you on the right path to reach the goals and desires and dreams of your heart? Because this is what I've been finding out. When I ask some of you, or I consult other doctors, I have them write, what's your ideal scenario? What's the goals for your marriage? Goals of this, goals of that, ideal scenario. They write down beautiful scenarios they're totally worthy, and you're worthy of these things. They're beautiful, they're wonderful, they're exciting, they're motivating, they're inspirational, wonderful goals, right? But then I see they wake up at 4:30 in the morning because they got to drive to work in the city. They stay there 10 or 12 hours a day. They have the fear of losing their job because they're threatened with losing their job every single day. They drive home exhausted by the time they get home, an accident here or there, driving from downtown Houston. They get home at 8:30 at night. They have kids at home. They got to do homework. They're exhausted. They didn't eat well all day, just so they could go home, go to sleep, to wake up and get on the hamster wheel again. And when I started seeing that, it broke my heart because I realized, holy cow, how are you ever going to get ahead? And you know what? You know what their big goal is? They just want to retire. And it's not that you want to retire. In fact, retirement is man-made. It was actually a man-made term in the Industrial Revolution. There's no such thing, because all of our retired patients are way busier than were when they were at work. So you don't retire. But I know what retirement means. It means anything is better than feeling like I'm in prison. Because when you're in that rat race over and over again, and you don't take a little bit of time to be able to pursue your future, your goals and your dreams, guess what happens? You wake up one day and you live in regret. So I'm asking you to, even though it might mean that you get a different job for less pay, but it might mean that you start changing your direction, but please start focusing on what is the desires of your heart. What is your ideal situation for you and your family and your marriage? What is the goals and the dreams that God placed in your heart? And I'm asking you to start baby stepping towards those things. So you could say, what I'm doing now is leading me in the direction of that point. But if you could have that wake up call and say, wow, the way my life is now, there's no way I'm gonna hit this, then here's the deal. You live once, you gotta start changing things. And I'll totally help you with it. You just let me know, this is what I do, right? So I want you to be able to be the master of your own destiny. You could do it, and I know it takes hard work, and I know, well, you don't understand my situation. Listen, I know your situation. I've been there myself. I want you to be able to reach your goals, your dreams, your desires, and your ideal life because you're worthy of it. So listen, have an amazing January, all right? We're starting off the new year. Please help friends and family. Start writing those goals. So what are we doing now? We're writing what? I want you to write down the wins. Write down your wins. Email me your wins. Let's celebrate the wins. Then I want you to write down your ideal scenarios, your goals, your dreams, the stuff you have, and then let's start making baby steps to change the direction so you could come closer to reaching that destination down the road, so you can look back at life and knowing that, you can look back at life and see that it was fulfilled. Because Anthony Robbins said something great. He goes, success without fulfillment is the greatest tragedy and the greatest failure. Perfect example is Robin Williams. He made everybody laugh in the world, except he was not fulfilled with happiness, and it led to nothing. So let's lead lives that are successful because they were successful because we had fulfillment by impacting our families and those around us to leave them better than when we first met them. Have an amazing month. I'll see you in the office. This is Dr. Z.